Hello and a very warm welcome to today's session brought to you by Team Testbook Super Coaching. I hope all of you are doing really well. देरी नहीं करते हुए फटाफट से let's just quickly get started with today's session. आज की क्लास के माध्यम से हम लोग ना सिर्फ आपके questions को रिवाइज करेंगे but we'll also be looking at the 10 commonly asked questions जो आपकी examination perspective से काफी important है. So that will also be a priority for all of us. Good evening everyone. Good evening Kasturi, Sujit, Debashish, Sonali, Simar, देवाश्री, देवशेष, विष्णु, विल्फ्रान, रवि, स्मृति, सिमरन, शैनबगा, अनुशिका. गुड इवनिंग एवरीबॉडी. तो देरी नहीं करते हुए फटाफट से आज के सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं. लेट्स जस्ट क्विकली डाइव इनटू अ क्विक डिस्कशन. फटाफट से आज की आपकी जो डिस्कशन है उसको स्टार्ट करते हैं. तो आज हम लोग क्या कवर करेंगे? वी विल ऑफ कोर्स बी टेलिंग यू अबाउट द टॉप 10 important टॉपिक्स जो डेफिनेटली आपको याद रखने हैं बिकॉज दे आर कॉमनली आस्क्ड इन योर एग्जाम्स. व्हाट आर दीज टॉपिक्स? हाउ आर दे क्रिटिकली इंपॉर्टेंट? क्या क्या इनमें से पूछा जाता है? ये सारी चीजें हम लोग कवर करेंगे. हम लोग आपके प्रीवियस ईयर्स क्वेश्चंस को भी देखेंगे. वी विल बी लुकिंग एट दीज PYQs एज वेल. सो देरी नहीं करते हुए फटाफट से लेट्स जस्ट डाइव इनटू. आई होप द एजेंडा इज क्लियर टू एवरीबडी. आई होप वी आर क्लियर. वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग, वी विल बी लुकिंग एट योर प्रीवियस ईयर्स क्वेश्चंस. सबसे पहले आज हम लोग रिविजन भी करेंगे बिकॉज एक आपको पता भी होना चाहिए कि किस तरह से आपने प्रीवियस ईयर्स क्वेश्चंस को रिव्यू करना है. ये जो क्लासेस आप लगा रहे हैं, चाहे वो आपकी मास्टर क्लास हो एट 9 AM रेगुलरली, चाहे वो आपके YT सेशंस हो, या अब आपका अप्रैल ऑनवर्ड्स जो टेलीग्राम लर्नर्स एकेडमी हम लोग ओपन कर रहे हैं, तो ये सारी इंटरवेंशंस प्लस आपका क्रैश कोर्स, कोर बूस्टर बैच या फिर फाउंडेशन बैच, हाउ यू कैन इंश्योर के आप प्रॉपरली राइट आप प्रॉपरली इनको कवर कर पाए. ठीक है. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द स्टार्स फॉर टुडे. आज के जो हमारे स्टार्स फॉर टुडे हैं, लेट्स जस्ट क्विकली गेट स्टार्टेड विद दैट. Anushika was actually one of the first people to answer yesterday's homework question. तो Anushika answered it correctly. J.D. Scott, movement poets. He is absolutely right. Sonali, thank you so much for such a beautiful message. Really appreciate that. And your answer, J.D. Scott, is also correct. So Sonali has got it right, right? Sonali got it right. Sonali, your answer was absolutely correct, bache. If you're able to see that, Monica was also right. Monica was also a star that you had. Wilfran was also correct, right? Wilfran was also right. So all of these people, Hanji, Nazia, Mumtaz, we will be covering it up. So of course these were the stars from yesterday's homework question. इन सभी लोगों ने मूवमेंट पोएट्स को करेक्टली आइडेंटिफाई किया था. उल्टा याद है आज फाउंडेशन बैच की क्लास में भी व्हेन वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट एडवर्डियन पोएट्स, जॉर्जियन पोएट्स, एडवर्डियन पोएट्री, या फिर केनेथ मिलार्ड 1991 में वर्क पब्लिश कर रहे हैं, जिसमें याद है हम लोगों ने कहा था जॉन मेसफील्ड जो पोएट लॉरिएट रहते हैं 37 ईयर्स तक, वो एक तरह से कॉमन है एडवर्डियन एंड जॉर्जियन पीरियड में. दैट इज व्हेन वी हैड एक्चुअली कवर्ड इट अप, राइट? सो very good attempt all of you. So these were of course the stars that we had for the homework question that was given yesterday. अब देखिए एक बहुत ही important चीज मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ which is a part of today's agenda also. It is very important, it's critically crucial. जो जो चीजें हम लोग कर रहे हैं उनको आप अच्छी तरीके से रिवाइज कीजिए, रिव्यू कीजिए, स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में रहिए. कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें जो हम लास्ट टाइम करते हैं, लास्ट क्लास में करते हैं, मैं भी कोशिश करूंगी कि उनको अच्छी तरीके से हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्लास में भी आपको रिवाइज करवा सकें. छोटी छोटी चीजें अगर आप रिविजन नहीं करेंगे, स्ट्रक्चर्ड वे में अपने कंटेंट को नहीं लिखेंगे, इट विल बिकम वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस इन द लॉन्ग रन टू एक्चुअली अंडरस्टैंड कि कैसे इसको फर्दर अहेड मूव करना है. ठीक है. गैब्रिएला गार्सिया मार्केस हम लोगों ने, दिस इज क्विक रिविजन आल्सो फ्रॉम यस्टरडेज सेशन. इनकी पॉलिटिकल नॉवेल द जनरल इन हिज लैबिरिंथ इज अ काइंड ऑफ अ मेज ऑल टुगेदर, राइट? किसकी स्टोरी है? सिमोन बोलीवर की स्टोरी है. सो यू हैव टू बी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट इट कि ये स्टोरी किसके बारे में बता रही है. Who is the person that is being spoken about over here? Bolivar is this person. How you know Bolivar की जो story है overall that is being presented, his lost dream that he could not make an alliance with the American nations overall. तो you know ये आपको ध्यान रखना है कि मार्केस का The General in His Labyrinth, it is about General Simon Bolivar, the man who was revered hero altogether. तो ये चीज थोड़ा सा प्लीज याद रखिएगा. टीबी मकॉले ने कब आपका मिनट्स ऑन इंग्लिश इंग्लिश एजुकेशन प्रेजेंट किया था 2 फरवरी 1835। उसी से ओरिएंटलिस्ट एंग्लिसिस्ट डिबेट क्या हो रहा है, तो कीप ऑन रिव्यूइंग। रिमेंबर रॉबर्ट डी पुटनम, यही मैं आज आपको फाउंडेशन बैच की क्लास में आपको, दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट आई वाज टेलिंग यू, द लॉस ऑफ वैल्यूज व्हेन वी वर लुकिंग एट मॉडर्न एज। हम लोग याद है फाउंडेशन बैच में व्हेन वी वर टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉस ऑल टुगेदर, सेंस ऑफ एलियनेशन दैट इज देयर, ये अमेरिकन लिटरेचर में भी रिप्रेजेंट हो रहा है बाय रॉबर्ट डी पुटनम, बाउलिंग अलोन। So technically, you know, all of these sports that you're playing, like for instance, currently IPL is you know running around, IPL is going around the corner. So what is it? You want to sit together, you want to watch it together. There has to be family feeling all together. Lekin bowling alone was trying to tell you about the changing America. So Robert Putnam आपको क्या बताने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? Robert D. Putnam is trying to tell you that there is a disorientation that is taking place. तो घर जाके ना सिर्फ आप you know वर्क को देखिए, कवर कीजिए, ट्राई टू कवर इट। तो गैब्रिएला गार्सिया मार्केस किस तरह से यू नो ही इज टेलिंग अबाउट द जनरल स्टोरी ऑल टुगेदर, द लॉस्ट ड्रीम ऑफ द जनरल। थॉमस बैबिंगटन मकॉली कैसे 2 फरवरी 1835 को मिनट्स ऑन द इंग्लिश एजुकेशन व्हिच इज प्रमोटिंग इंग्लिश एजुकेशन प्रेजेंट करते हैं। ये सारी चीजें आपको पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है? सो प्लीज रिमेंबर दैट। सो बाउलिंग अलोन, इसका सबटाइटल भी द कोलैप्स एंड रिवाइवल ऑफ अमेरिकन कम्युनिटी, नॉन फिक्शन वर्क है, इट इज अ नॉन fiction work that we are able to see, so please keep that in mind as well, but telling you about this loss or this differentiation that we are able to look at, ठीक है? ये आपका कल का homework question था। I hope you all remember this was the homework question from which we got the stars for today in the comment section, right? ये आपका homework question था। 1954 में J.D. Scott is the one who's coining the term, he's the editor of the Spectator altogether। Larkin, Kingsley Amis, Donald Davy, J.D. Enright, ये सारे के सारे लोग जो हैं दे आर ऑल एसोसिएटेड। एलिजाबेथ जेनिंग्स, जॉन वेन, ये क्वेश्चन आपका आता है, टॉम गन, रॉबर्ट कॉन्क्वेस्ट, ये सब आपके क्वेश्चंस एग्जाम में आते हैं। मूवमेंट पोएट्स एंड एवरी यंग मैन पोएट्स, मूवमेंट पोएट्स जो है ये इट वाज आल्सो एडिटेड, ये भी क्वेश्चन आपका आ चुका है। हु वाज द एडिटर? डीजी इनराइट वाज द एडिटर। न्यू लाइंस इज आल्सो एसोसिएटेड विद देम, लाइक यू नो द मूवमेंट पोएट्री एडिटेड बाय रॉबर्ट कॉन्क्वेस्ट। तो ये सब आपको याद रखना है कि कैसे आपकी पोएट्री डेवलप हो रही है, हाउ यू आर एबल टू सी लाइक यू नो देयर इज अ सेंस overall that you're able to look at। तो ये छोटी छोटी चीजें आपको डेफिनेटली ध्यान में रखनी है। These smaller things you certainly have to keep in mind altogether, please keep that in mind, ठीक है? Yes, the general in is labyrinth, absolutely right, that is the work that we are predominantly talking about, so please make a note of it, please remember this overall, so that you know you're able to take your understanding forward। अच्छा, ये हम लोगों ने आज सुबह सुबह कवर किया था। I hope you're able to recollect all of this, we had done it in the morning when you know in your master class we were talking about it, so I hope everybody remembers, everybody is able to recollect this, right? We had talked about, remember, Imtiaz Darkar is writing your postcards from God, whereas Aga Shahid Ali क्या लिख रहे हैं? Aga Shahid Ali is writing postcard from Kashmir, so Darkar is writing postcards from God and Aga Shahid Ali is writing postcards from Kashmir। Eunice D'Souza, advice to women, Yasmin Gunartani is writing this language, this woman। ये हम लोगों ने आज की ही मास्टर क्लास में करा था। I had even told you how important these kind of questions are altogether, so don't forget to look at all of these। जब तक आप रिव्यू नहीं करेंगे या किस तरह से you know remember तूफान, we had talked about Tufan is a reworking of the Tempest। I hope you are all able to recollect it। Tufan is a reworking of the Tempest that you are able to see। इन्होंने plays like Draupadi, Krishna, ये सब भी लिखा है। So again we are trying to say that please remember that जब तक you will not, I'll hide myself so that you can actually see this, जब तक you would not be reviewing it, जब तक you will not revise it all together, it will actually be next level difficult, it will be very difficult and cumbersome for everybody to actually cover all of these pointers, so it's extremely important for all of you to review, it is very important for all of you to revise all together। फिर याद है Fact of Blackness by Frantz Fanon, Fact of Blackness by Frantz Fanon। Why was this important? Fact of Blackness क्यों important था? Because it was trying to tell you कि किस तरह से blackness में South America में you were able to see that Negroes were whipped in the streets altogether, they were able to, West Africa में Negro was treated as an animal, a toy altogether, so again you know the different kind of treatment that was meted just because of the the color of your skin. Ye Frantz Fanon, so it's just not wretched of the earth. It is just not Fanon's writings that is making him a pioneer of psychological post-colonial theory. Fact of blackness भी important है. ठीक है, तो ये याद रखिएगा. कूली women again, this is another important work that you're able to see. So Gayatri Bahadur, right? Gayatri Bahadur, again, Koli women, trying to tell you about the indentured laborers, particularly women. सब लोग आपको men के बारे में बता रहे हैं, but nobody is talking about women. So here Gayatri Bahadur is taking it upon herself to even talk about what is happening to women, right? Gayatri Bahadur is telling you about what is happening to the women. An astonishing document, both historical rescue mission with profound meditation on the family and womanhood, right? So again, the Odyssey of the indentured women. So please, I hope it is clear, जो चीजें हम लोग करते हैं, try to sit back, try to revise, try to be structured all together. You will see that almost 20 to 30% of your syllabus, more than actually 30 to 40% of your syllabus properly will be covered if you are अच्छी तरीके से covering the PYQs, particularly the way that we are looking at it over here. फिर हम लोगों ने सिद्धार्था by Hermann Hesse, I hope you're able to recollect that also, how it was originally written in German. So he's a German writer. World literature में भी हम लोग इनको cover करते हैं. We talk about him in world writings also. So Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse, which is coming in, right? So please keep that in mind. You will have to remember all of these aspects altogether. So revision, I hope it's becoming very clear that is critically important. So point number one, takeaway number one, जो चीजें आप करते हैं, कल और आज की मास्टर क्लास से ही रिविजन था, तो इमेजिन कीजिए कि आपका कितना सारा कंटेंट है जो अभी भी बचा हुआ है रिविजन के लिए. आइए फटाफट से लेट्स जस्ट प्रैक्टिस द क्वेश्चंस फॉर टुडे. क्वेश्चन नंबर 44, 43 तक हम लोगों ने, आई थिंक 43rd क्वेश्चन वाज योर होमवर्क क्वेश्चन, बट 43 तक हम लोगों ने सुबह मास्टर क्लास में कर लिया था और कल की यूट्यूब क्लास में आपका कर लिया है. सो 1 to 42 आपका आज की मास्टर क्लास कल की यूट्यूब क्लास में कवर हो चुका है. लेट अस जस्ट वेरी क्विकली सी हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर एबल टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली. ठीक है, फटाफट से देखते हैं हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर एबल टू आंसर दिस क्वेश्चन प्रॉपर्ली ऑल टुगेदर. काफी सिंपल क्वेश्चन है. So Arshia, Shilpa, Devashish, Anshika, Soumya, Ishita, everybody has got it right. Right? So which of the following are not by Rabindranath Tagore? ठीक है, इनमें से कौन सा it is not by Rabindranath Tagore that you are able to look at? Again, आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना पड़ेगा कि कौन कौन से वर्क्स आपके टैगोर के आ रहे हैं. Tagore is not just a poet, not he is the first non-European to get the Nobel Prize, just like Rudyard Kipling जो हम फाउंडेशन बैच में कल कर रहे थे, was the first British writer to get the Nobel Prize. So Tagore is important. He was the first non-European to receive the Nobel Prize. विसर्जन, चंद्रलेखा, मुक्त धारणा, ये काफी सारे important हैं. Parinita is not by Tagore. Parinita is by Sarat Chandra Chattopadhyay, which is set in Calcutta altogether. You also seen the movie that is there. And even Punarnava is by Hazari Prasad Dwivedi. तो ये दोनों के दोनों वर्क्स आपके टैगोर के वर्क्स नहीं हैं. ये दोनों के दोनों वर्क्स आप देख पा रहे हो कि ये टैगोर के वर्क्स नहीं हैं. I will hide myself so that you can also see it properly all together. I hope this is clear that कैसे परिणीति शरत चंद्र चट्टोपाध्याय का वर्क है and Hazari Prasad Dwivedi is writing your Punarnava, right? So please keep that in mind. ये आपके बाकी सारे जो वर्क्स थे वो सारे के सारे टैगोर ने लिखे हैं, बट ये वाले जो वर्क्स हैं वो टैगोर ने नहीं लिखे हैं. Okay, so please be very clear about it. Coming on to question number 45. Identify the films that were based on Booker-winning novels. Booker-winning novels. ऐसी works जो आपके Booker award-winning works से inspired हैं, जो आपकी Booker award-winning novels से inspired हैं, कौन-कौन से writings हैं? कौन-कौन सी novels आपकी Booker Prize winning से inspired हैं? Very good. Ravi Pandey, Soumya, Arshia, Wilfran, everybody is right. Tithi Das, Anshika, Simran, Devashri, everybody has got the right answer. Everybody has got the right answer. So Life of Pi as well as The Remains of the Day, ये सारे के सारे they've been made into important Booker Award winning works altogether. तो ये दोनों के दोनों आप क्या देख पाते हो? You are able to see that these are books that are there, right? These are books that we've all been able to see all together. So please remember that. Life of Pi, Jan Martel, Canadian writer, adapted by a movie by Ang Lee, screenplay David Mag ने लिखा था. 85th Grammy Awards पे, it won almost 4 awards out of 11 nominations altogether. Remains of the Day by Ishiguro, protagonist is Stevens, is a butler. He is trying to, there is a long record of service at the Darlington Hall that you're able to see. It was adapted into the movie also, right? So movie का adaptation आपको यहाँ पर भी दिखता है. You are able to see आपका movie का adaptation हो रहा है. So please keep that in mind. Whereas when we talk about all of these works like Milkman by Anna Burns, ये इसका आपका नहीं है. We are not having a work Inheritance of Loss is also there, Gorkhaland Movement, but आपके दोनों works जिसमें movie बन चुकी है, Life of Pi and Your Remains of the Day by Ishiguro. Okay, please remember that. Question number 46. Question number 46. Identify the correct ones among the following. You have to identify the correct ones among the following. Please identify the correct ones among the following. इनमें से कौन सी आपकी correct works हैं? इनमें से कौन से आपके correct works हैं? Which of the following are actually correct works altogether? Which of the following are correct works that you are able to see? इनमें से कौन से आपके correct works हैं? Which of the following are correct works that you are able to see? इनमें से कौन सी correct works हैं आपके? Which of them are your correct works that you are able to see? So which is correct? Which is correct? आपका सही क्या है? Very good, Anushika. Very nice. I always see Anushika answering it correctly. Very nice. Very good. Very good. ठीक है. Anushika has answered it absolutely correctly. You have to identify the correct ones. I hope it is absolutely clear. Anushika got it right, right? So Anushika was the first person to get it right, and I think after that, I'm sure others have also given. Dramatic monologue ensures reciprocal dialogue of the narrator. The 19th century poets fully exploited the poetic form. That is true. 19th century में Browning, Tennyson, सारे के सारे writers. याद है अभी foundation batch में we were talking about Flush by Virginia Woolf is a kind of telling you the perspective of the lapdog of Elizabeth Barrett Browning, Flush a biography. The Poetry of Experience by Robert Langbaum outlines discussion on the dramatic monologue. Linguistic pragmatics makes the narcissistic speaker of dramatic monologues speak exclusively. Absolutely right. The character reveals himself. The speaker and the listener in the dramatic monologue of Robert Browning share the same pedestal of communication. Not at all. Right? Listener का same pedestal नहीं है. And neither is it reciprocal. ये दोनों के दोनों A और E actually same है, and that is not correct. ठीक है, E और E सेम है, that means listener और speaker का same role है all together, and that is not true. Okay, so please remember that. Overall ये चीज की वजह से आपका ये सही जवाब नहीं होता है. I hope it is clear. aside में क्या फर्क है? aside है जब आपका play चल रहा होता है तो आप एकदम से audience से बात करते हैं. Soliloquies are when in the absence of other people the character in the play is trying to reveal himself to the audience. Dramatic monologue in the presence of listeners, the speaker is trying to talk about his own self altogether, right? So that is what you're actually able to see. Okay, moving on to the next. Identify the post-colonial critics who use the ideas of Lacan, Foucault, and Derrida while critiquing Eurocentrism. So European centricism जो आपका आता है, European centricism that you are able to see कहाँ से आ रहा है? Where are you able to see that your Eurocentrism is coming? Where are you able to look at that your Eurocentrism is coming? Very good. Diya, Manocha, Devashish, very good, very good, very good. So, Diya ho gayi, Devashish ho gaye. Wow. So we got like the D's, they have got it right. Devashish, Diya, both of them were the first people to actually get it right. The post-colonial critics जो Lacan के ideas, Foucault के ideas, Derrida के ideas use कर रहे हैं, you are able to see Baba was influenced, Spivak was influenced, Derrida particularly, Spivak was really influenced. Abdul Jahan Muhammad was also influenced, Said was influenced. I'm Sazer का different role हो जाता है. I'm Sazer is different. I'm Sazer was not actually, kind of so-called looking at the critique of Eurocentrism properly. Point number one, I'm Sazer ka writings are a little different. Critical race theory is a little different altogether. Whereas Eurocentrism को particularly जो criticize कर रहे हैं, जो Eurocentrism का आपका criticism आ रहा है, उसके अंदर आप क्या देख पा रहे हो, उसके अंदर आप देख पा रहे हो ये सारे के सारे राइटर्स आ रहे हैं, ठीक है, होमी बाबा, स्पिवैक, अब्दुल जहान मोहम्मद, एडवर्ड सईद, ये सब के सब आपके आ रहे हैं. All of these are actually a part of it. So please remember that. So post-colonial theory, post-coloniality, Eurocentrism, Homi Bhabha, Spivak, Abdul Jahan Muhammad, एडवर्ड साइड, ये सब के सब लकाफों को डरीडा को एक तरह से यूज कर रहे हैं टू क्रिटिक द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ यूरोसेंट्रिसिज्म. आइम सेसिर जो हैं, वाइस आइम सेसिर, उनका डिस्कोर्स ऑन colonialism is different altogether. He has a different approach overall. But he's not necessarily looking at all of these things. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Okay, question number 48. Which among the following are correct? Which among the following are correct? आपको सही बताना है. I hope it is clear. We are talking about the origins. We have multiple times told all of you that origins are certainly important. You cannot but ignore them at all. You will have to cover them properly. What is the correct answer? Okay, Ashya, good try. What is the correct answer? Okay. Okay, very. Sonali has got it right. Sonali has got it right. Let's hear it for her. George Lamming, West Indian, right? George Lamming, West Indian, that you're able to see. Altogether बारबाडोस में है. बेन ओक्री फैमिशोड के लिए जाने जाते हैं. What are you able to look at his origins as such, right? Okri was coming in. He's the one who's getting the prize overall. British 20. So again, yeah. Again, be very careful about the origins. आपसे पूछा गया कि क्या सही है. लैमिंग का बारबाडोस आ जाता है, राइट. ओक्री का नाइजीरिया आ जाता है. ही इज अ नाइजीरियन ऑल टुगेदर. फ्रेडी आउगर इज नॉट ऑस्ट्रेलियन, राइट. दैट इज व्हाट यू आर एबल टू सी. विल्सन हैरिस इज गुआना. जुल्फिकार अली घोष इज नॉट इंडिया at all. So we are able to see that Sonali had got it right. Sonali had got it right. So George Lamming was West Indian writer, Barbados, Caribbean से आ रहे हैं. He was born in Barbados altogether. So that is the reason. इनका सबसे important work कौन सा आ जाता है? In the Castle of My Skin is the most important one. Autobiographical Bildungsroman that is coming in. Ben Okri is Nigerian. The Famish Road लिख रहे हैं. He is Nigerian. Okay, he is Nigerian altogether. He received the Booker Prize. Azaro Child के बारे में बता रहे हैं. Freddie Augier is British Guyanese. He is not Australian. Okay, Freddie Augier is not, he's not the Guyanese writer or the other. Sorry, he's not the Australian writer that is mentioned. The question is the British Guyanese writer that you're able to see. So please keep that in mind. इनका collection Mama Dot is very important. तो वैसे भी please इसको याद रखिएगा. Please remember Freddie Augier. Freddie Augier को you better keep them in mind. British Guyanese, ठीक है? British Guyanese writer that we are looking at, British Guyanese writer that we are looking at. So that is the first important. Wilson Harris, Guyanese writer. Zulfikar Ghosh is not Indian but Pakistani American, right? तो ये आपका overall आ जाता है. Origins are of course important. They keep on asking you questions related to origins, तो आपको definitely पता होनी चाहिए. Okay, question number 49. Question number 49. Let's see how many of you get it right. Let's see how many of you get it right. Question number 49. जल्दी से question number 49 का जवाब दीजिएगा. Question number 49. Okay, that's a good try. That's a good try. That's a good try. Very good. So I see Devashish, Arshia, Wilfran, Sonali, Anushka, everybody getting the right answer. Everybody has got the right answer. So आपको correct pairs identify करने हैं and most of you have got it right. Right. I hope we are very clear about भवभूति, उत्तर रामचरिता. I think हम लोगों ने अभी या तो आज की मास्टर क्लास में कल की वाईटी क्लास में हम लोगों ने उत्तर रामचरिता के बारे में बोला है. That is the reason I'm trying to tell you that you'll have to remember that. Zana, you can share it. The link altogether. We'll do it. Don't worry about it. Even though we are integrating most of the questions also, so please remember that. भाषा का उर्बंगा, right? So Rajashekhar का ये this is not correct. Somdev का कथा सरित्र सागरा, that is absolutely correct, right? So please remember that ये सारे के सारे आपके लिए important हो जाते हैं. I'll also hide myself so that you can see this entirely and make a note for your own self. एक बार आप इसका अच्छी तरीके से नोट भी बना लीजिएगा. So भवभूति उत्तर रामचरित संस्कृत प्ले नाटक स्टाइल के अंदर लिखा गया है. ओवरऑल लव पुश, राइट? वो रिमेंबर ये हम कथा सुनाते हैं राम की that ये रामायण पुण्य कथा that famous line that's actually talking about Uttar Ramcharita. That's why Bhavbhuti. It was rediscovered by Ganapati Shastri altogether. That is what you're able to see. So Katha Satcharita, that is Katha Sat Sagara. ये भी आपके लिए important है. किस तरह से आपका आ रहा है. अच्छा, Amog Varsha is actually so he was a scholar in Kannada and Sanskrit. इनका काफी सारी और राइटिंग्स आपकी आ रही हैं. And even Ratnagarani, the River of the Kings, that you are able to see, it was written by Kalhana. Kalhana was the one who was writing it. Who was writing this particular work? Kalhana, the Kashmiri writer, was actually writing this entire work. Okay. Question number 50. Question number 50. Which of the following statements holds true with respect to Alexander Pope's essay on criticism? Essay on criticism से कौन सा आपका it is actually true? Essay on criticism से कौन सा आपका is true? Which is true altogether that you are able to see? Which is true altogether that you are able to see? इनमें से कौन सा true है आपका? Which is true from the following? Which is true from the following that you are able to see? इनमें से कौन सा आपका true है? Which is actually true that you are able to look at? या सौम्या, वेरी नाइस. सौम्या रिमेंबर्स इट. आज की मास्टर क्लास में हम लोगों ने इसको कवर किया था. व्हाट बिकम्स द राइट आंसर? Very good. Sonali, Wilfran, everybody has got it right. Excellent. So Sonali and Wilfran have got it right. Both Sonali as well as Wilfran, they have got it right. Okay. In which of the following statements, they hold true with respect to Alexander Pope's essay on criticism? Alexander Pope's essay on criticism altogether. It is an inquiry into the nature and value of poetry. It presents a series of generalization about good taste. That is true altogether. It explores the challenges of impartial and just criticism. It underlines the traits of the good critic, critically reflects. That's not true. That is not true at all. And not even an inquiry into the nature and value of poetry. That is not the scope altogether. Okay? So essay on criticism, good taste जो आपका आता है poetic criticism के अंदर, that is what it's trying to talk about, right? अगेंस्ट ऑर्नामेंटेशन जो आपका राइटिंग में होता है, फैंसीफुल स्टाइल ऑफ राइटिंग जो आपका आता है, completely against that style altogether. That is what you are able to see. Remember those most famous lines, a little knowledge is a dangerous thing altogether. That is actually coming during this particular time period. ठीक है, तो ये आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना है कि कैसे ऐसे ऑन क्रिटिसिज्म आपको पोएटिक क्रिटिसिज्म के ऊपर एक तरह से कमेंट्री दे रहा है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 51. क्वेश्चन नंबर 51. Which of the following is applicable to the term carnival? Carnival पे कौन सा आपका applicable है? Which is applicable when we are looking at the term carnival? When we are talking about the term carnival, which is actually applicable? इनमें से कौन सा applicable है? इनमें से कौन सा applicable है? Which is applicable? Which is applicable over here? कौन सा applicable है? Ravi, don't be in a hurry. Ravi, you shouldn't be in a hurry at all. इतना हरी में मत रहिए. अच्छी तरीके से देखिए, कवर कीजिए. Okay, excellent. Devashish has got it right. Vishnu has got it right. Ishita has got it right. Very good. We've got most of you getting it right only. Okay, most of you have got it right. It became important through the work of Russian. I hope it is clear. Russian Bakhtin, Russian literature के अंदर ऐड भी कर लीजिएगा. Just like German writing में आप लोगों ने Hermann Hesse को ऐड कर लिया है, सिद्धार्था को ऐड कर लिया है, ठीक उसी तरह से कर लीजिएगा. It means the way in which popular humor subverts official authority in classical, medieval and Renaissance texts altogether. ये भी आपको याद रखना है. It overturns the established hierarchy and sets up the popular and democratic counterculture. Counterculture hierarchy को upturn. जैसे ये सारे words आ रहे हैं आपको याद रखना है. This is Bakhtin. Okay, subverts. Look at these favorite words that that are there. यहाँ पर subverts आ गया. Subverts authority. You are subverting authority. You are going against authority. Counterculture, right? You are actually looking at counter culture that you are able to see. Established hierarchy को overturn कर रहे हो. These are favorite words. These are favorite words. It brings out serious elements in literature. Not at all. It is not worried about serious elements. It is used as a critical tool for interpretation. Not at all. Carnival, supporting authority, being against counterculture, overturning hierarchy altogether. ठीक है, तो ये चीज आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना है. बट गुड जॉब डन, everyone who answered it correctly. So Rabelais and his world में it's becoming very very popular altogether. The kind of subversion that you are able to see, hierarchy is getting completely overturned. That is another important point that you are able to see. ठीक है, so please remember that. Question number 52. Question number 52. What becomes the right answer in question number 52? ध्यान से देखिएगा और फटाफट से बताइए. Question number 52. Question number 52. Quest of Life's Triumph. Very good. अगर आपने 52 का आंसर दिया है, अगर आपने 52 का आंसर दिया है, then you are absolutely right. Then you are absolutely right. Then you have got the right answer. Absolutely correct. ठीक है, आपका बिल्कुल सही जवाब आ गया है. That is absolutely right. I don't know if Soumya has also, Soumya का नाम भी right. Soumya is also right over here. Which of the following are the premises of post-colonial criticism? This is post-colonial criticism. It rejects the claims of universalism. That is absolutely true. Anti-essentialism. ये सारे के सारे जो आपके, I think मॉर्निंग में मास्टर क्लास में कोई पूछ रहा था ना कि हम मॉडर्न क्रिटिकल थ्योरी कैसे करें. These are all anti-essentialism. ये सारे के सारे आपकी anti-essentialism है. Essentialism tries to create a structure. They're trying to disrupt a structure altogether. So please remember that. It foregrounds the questions of cultural difference and diversity as represented in literary texts. Absolutely right. Cultural differences जो आपके आ रहे हैं, that is what is being spoken about altogether. It acts on the principles of peaceful coexistence. Not at all. Peaceful coexistence is not at all there. उल्टा जहां जहां पर C होगा आप उसको eliminate करिए. जहां जहां पर C है, you can actually eliminate that. It celebrates hybridity and cultural polyvalency. Absolutely right. ये important words हैं. It resists any attempt at homogenizing based on race. That is also true. Resisting homogenization. That is absolutely true. Good evening, Prerna. Prerna, I would like to compliment, in the foundation batch class, she's one of the first people always to actually enter. She's one of the first people to always, come inside altogether. So post-colonialism, anti-essentialism, दो important agendas हैं to expose the Eurocentric lie that they have misrepresented us, to expose that entire thing. And the second important thing, what are we able to look at? The second important thing that we are able to look at, ये चीज आपको थोड़ा सा याद रखना है, that see, whenever we are talking about, they also want to recuperate the native, the native culture. तो इसको क्या बोला जाता है? इसको twin agenda of post-colonialism कहा जाता है. You want to recover, recuperate native culture, indigenous cultures, and you want to undo the misrepresentation. आपको क्या करना है? आपको undo करना है the misrepresentation of the white colonizers. That is what you are actually trying to do. Okay, please remember that. Question number 53. Which of the following statements are true in the context of Henry Fielding's Tom Jones? They are true in the context of Henry Fielding's Tom Jones. Tom Jones के केस में which are true? Tom Jones के केस में which is actually true? Tom Jones के केस में which is the thing that you are able to see which is actually true overall? तो एक आपको यहाँ पर ध्यान से देखना है and you have to talk about it. Okay. ध्यान से देखिएगा क्वेश्चन को. No need to be in a hurry altogether. Look at the question correctly. Okay, Devashish has got it right. Devashish has got this answer right. Devashish is absolutely right over here, right? So Devashish gets it right. Tom Jones is comic and moralistic at the same time. Tom Jones are the main characters of Tom and Jones. So Tom and Jones, they are not the main character. तो आप all of the above कैसे कर सकते हो? Tom Jones is one character. तो आप all of the above जो लोग कर रहे हैं, all of the above जिसने करा है, वो तो बिल्कुल ही गलत किया है, right? Tom and Jones are not मतलब दो नहीं होते हैं आपके, ठीक है. Tom is caught at poaching in the neighbor's games preserve. Yes, that's true. The history of Tom Jones is the full title. Yes, the history of a foundling Tom Jones, that is the true character. That's the true title that you are able to see. So A, C and D ये आपका बिल्कुल सही जवाब हो जाता है. The history of Tom Jones, a foundling, that is a bastard child. Tom Jones बोला जाता है picaresque novel where the hero tries to figure out the reality about himself via roving. He's a roving person. Remember आपका The Unfortunate Traveler by Thomas Natch से ये trend start हो जाता है. That is what you are able to see. According to William Somerset Maugham, you know, he's saying great novelist and their novels के अंदर this is one of the 10 best novels. And the writer is very clear at the beginning. He wants to explore human nature. Jacobite Rising is the complete so-called background that you are able to see. Question number 54. Which of the following works are written by Neeraj C. Chaudhary? इनमें से कौन से works नीराज सी चौधरी ने लिखा हुआ है? इनमें से कौन से works are written by Neeraj C. Chaudhary? So which are the works that you are able to see that Neeraj C. Chaudhary is writing? कौन से works Neeraj C. Chaudhary लिख रहे हैं? Which works you are able to see they are coming from the pen of Neeraj C. Chaudhary? Neeraj C. Chaudhary. Which works are Arshia is absolutely right. Arshia has got it right. Very good try, Arshia. Arshia has got it right. Arshia का बिल्कुल सही जवाब आ गया है. That is absolutely right. So the content of Sirs is a work that Niraj Chaudhary is writing. A Passage to England is also by him. The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian is also by Niraj Chaudhary. Niraj Chaudhary is an important writer altogether. ठीक है? The Autobiography of an Unknown Indian, The Continent of the Sirs altogether, Passage to England. ये प्रिंसिपल उपनिषद ये आपका सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन लिख रहे हैं. So ये आप प्लीज थोड़ा सा ध्यान में रखिएगा and don't get confused. Now moving on to your homework question for today. This is your homework question. ठीक है? This is your homework question. Which of the following, I know it's a little boring question overall, which of the following are true in the context of phenomenology? Please put it in the comment section. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. This is your homework question. Don't forget to tune in into tomorrow's masterclass at 9 a.m. We are going to be discussing important questions overall. So I'll catch up with all of you at 9 a.m. So please don't forget to join in over there. In case if there are any other doubts that you're having, please feel free to let us know about those doubts. We'll be happy to help you out with those altogether. So please make a note of it. And I will catch up with all of you tomorrow in the morning for the masterclass, as well as, of course, we're going to be meeting for the YouTube class tomorrow as well. Fine. Thank you so much, Sonali. Thanks everyone for joining. Really appreciate everyone coming in. Please don't forget to complete your homework question. Put in the comment section. अगर कोई और doubt है, कोई और problem है, please feel free to let me know about it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Anushika, Devashish, Arshia, Shilpa, Soumya, Prerna, Zamar, Simar. Thanks everyone for joining. Thank you so much, Ravi, Shabnam. That's so sweet of you. Thanks everyone. I'll catch up with all of you tomorrow. So up until then, I bid adieu. Thank you. Thank you, Wolfram, Sinali. Thank you. Good night. Sweet dreams. Bye.